Welcome aviators to another special video on Delta Bravo Tango. Today I bring you all along for the ride to experience the Air Canada Express Dash-8 300, also known as a classic Dash-8. Operated by Jazz Aviation, I got the opportunity to fly this spectacular turboprop on one of the shortest routes that Air Canada has to offer, on a 30-minute dash across just 170 kilometers between two Ontarian cities. So please, grab some snacks, pull forward the tray tables, and come along with me for the short ride between London and Toronto in the province of Ontario. Hi guys, so I am flying into Toronto. Now the only thing is, I'm already starting off the review in my room in Toronto. Now how exactly am I supposed to fly into Toronto when I'm already here in the first place? And the answer to that is, I'm taking advantage of the perks of flying one of the shortest Air Canada routes that they have to offer, and that is you can literally drive to your departure airport and then fly right back home to your hometown or home city airport. So without further ado, come along with me as we review the classic Dash-8 aircraft with Air Canada Express, and I hope you all are going to enjoy this short little hop. Let's go. Here we are. After a 2-hour drive from nearby Toronto, Canada, we arrive at London Airport. No, it's not London Heathrow, it's not Gatwick, it's not Stansted. It's London International Airport, situated 10 kilometers from downtown London, Ontario, and 11 kilometers from the famous Western University. This cozy, 2-runway airport is situated in the outskirts of the city. Upon entry into the single terminal building, prospective passengers are greeted by 3 different check-in counters, one operated by Swoop, one by WestJet, and yes, I definitely need to make a report on them soon, and finally, one counter for Air Canada. It was a fairly simple process of printing my boarding pass using the self-service check kiosks, and I had already pre-selected my seat 7 Alpha 24 hours prior. In case you're wondering, London also has several seasonal flights with Sunwing and Air Transat. Speaking of Air Transat, you should definitely check out my 3 reviews I filmed on them by clicking the card linked right above. Okay, back to Air Canada Express. The pre-security scenes are pretty standard for what you would expect from a small international airport. The ever-common Canadian staple Tim Hortons can also be found here, as well as another small cafe which can be reached from outside the building. Not to mention, Diamond Flight Center is also located at this airport, and their flight students can be seen practicing circuits around the airport throughout the daytime. Look here, that's our flight, Air Canada Express Flight Jazz 8652 from London to Toronto. Security lines at London were non-existent. Literally, there was no line and I was the only person going through security at the time. Of course, there were other people who showed up, but with just about 5 or 6 daily flights, you can never expect much of a wait, if any, at this little airport. Airside, there is one main departure area with several gates arranged in alphabetical order and some small stores and cafes. The area was sparsely populated, with vast amounts of empty seats, likely attributed to the current global events, but also because there just aren't many flights leaving London in the first place. In the meantime, here's a scene of me, trying out some weird camera angles and failing miserably because I couldn't focus on my face. Soon enough, it was time to begin boarding my first ever Dash-8 Q300 aircraft, and I was beaming with excitement at the prospect of boarding my first ever flight from outside the jet bridge on the ramp. The aircraft for our short flight is Charlie Foxtrot Tango Alpha Kilo, a 29-year-old classic Dash-8 300. It has 50 seats arranged in a 12-row, 2-2 configuration, with row 13 being located in the front of the plane and consisting of a pair of rear-facing seats, making it a slightly awkward experience. With the sun shining and the air feeling crisp but comfortable, I stepped out towards my ride for today and got a gleaming view of the lovely propellers and the surprisingly fresh-looking cabin design. For a 29-year-old regional plane making several flights a day, this aircraft interior was quite nicely furnished, with every seat boasting a classy black coating and nice white overhead bins to finish it off. Every seat is economy class, with pitch 31 and width 17. The legroom was surprisingly large, and me, being 6 feet in height, still felt very comfortable. However, none of the seats can be reclined and the width was just a little tight. In addition, each seat consists of an adjustable armrest, a shadeless regular window, a magazine, safety card, and standard tray table, which feels pretty sturdy. I was quite sensitive about what I touched and took the liberty of cleaning parts of the seat. However, I decided that it was still vital that I get footage of the safety card for the true avgeeks watching. So, here you go. Other than that, there really isn't anything else too noteworthy. Although the plane was very light and I got the whole row to myself, which was a definite bonus on this particular flight. The captain got on the announcement system and asked for several volunteers to move to the rear of the plane due to weight and balance issues because our plane was only about half full. And, following true Canadian standards, no one had to be dragged back there because several people easily volunteered. Pretty nice, eh? Alright, I'm going to sit back a little bit and leave you all to the raw sounds of engine startup, and we'll convene after we get in the air, with our cruising altitude set to be just 9,000 feet.
On the upper portion of the buckle.
Vous devez porter votre ceinture lorsque la consigne de ceinture est allumée, et nous vous suggérons de la porter même lorsqu'elle est éteinte. Pour ce faire, insérez les deux extrémités l'une dans l'autre et tirez la sangle pour l'ajuster autour de vos hanches. Pour la détacher, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle.
There are 4 emergency exits on board. 2 exits located in the forward cabin and 2 window exits in the mid cabin. All of these are indicated by an exit sign. Please locate the ones nearest you.
What a gorgeous view, isn't it? After reaching our altitude of just 9,000 feet, I settled in for some sightseeing before getting surprised that the sole flight attendant would actually be conducting an in-flight service. I mean, we literally cruised for maybe 10 minutes or so, and actually got time to be served complimentary drinks, of which, as usual, I got myself a cup of orange juice. I mean, seriously guys, what did you expect from me? Water? On a serious note though, it felt really serene to be flying across the beautiful landscape of Ontario, with the soothing engine sounds offering a complimentary background to the elegant scenery. I truly got to appreciate the beauty of the country and felt very grateful to be able to enjoy aviation and film these type of videos. The flight soon approached the Toronto region, and we took the longer route in, approaching from the west before circling from the east back to the west again to make a landing on runway 23, the longest runway in Toronto Pearson International Airport. Now that we have landed in Toronto after a fun and turbulent descent phase, I would like to take a moment and express my feelings about this flight. It was very much on time and the service was great. There really wasn't much to complain about, but at the same time there was nothing very exceptional regarding this trip. I definitely recommend Air Canada Jazz and Express for your short-haul commuting flight, as they offer good service and comfortable flights to your destination. However, if you're looking for something that is truly exceptional and different from other regional or commuting aircraft carriers, then maybe your search will just have to go on for a little longer because they offer pretty comparable service with other regional airlines. But again, that's pretty much expected and definitely appropriate. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I ask that you please take the time to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to show this video to other people, and remember, my videos are usually free of controversy and I do my best to make it entertaining, so a subscription would totally make me very happy. Plus, it's free to do so why not, right? In addition, my Instagram is linked below as well, and I thank you all so much for watching my video. I wish you all safe flying, and remember aviators, usually I'd be telling you all to stay flying, but right now maybe just stay home for now, and after a little while longer, hope you all stay flying and have a great day everyone. And we'll see you all on the next flight. Cheerio!